The Citroën 2CV is one of those rare cars that transcends the idea of being just a machine. For decades, it represented freedom, simplicity, and a certain charm that only the French could pull off. Originally launched in 1948, the Deux Chevaux was designed to be affordable, practical, and capable of carrying a basket of eggs across a plowed field without breaking a single one. Its little two-cylinder engine, quirky suspension, and umbrella-like body made it a legend across rural Europe. People loved it because it was honest, unpretentious, and somehow deeply human. It wasn't about speed or prestige, it was about mobility and joy. Now, decades after production ended in 1990, the 2CV has been reborn, not as a museum piece, not just as a restored classic, but as a reimagined icon built for a new era. This new version keeps the soul of the original while updating it for the world we live in today. Imagine the familiar rounded body, the smiling front end, and the playful stance, but now with clean lines, modern lighting, and subtle details that make it feel fresh without losing its identity. The designers clearly respected the heritage, but they weren't afraid to bring it forward. Underneath, the changes are even more striking. Instead of the humble two-cylinder petrol motor that chugged along happily for decades, the Reborn 2CV is powered by an electric drivetrain. This gives it instant torque, silent running, and zero emissions, all while staying true to the car's original mission of being simple, affordable, and practical. It may not be the fastest EV on the market, but that was never the point. Just like the original, it's about getting you where you need to go with a smile on your face, without burning unnecessary fuel or showing off. Inside, the new 2CV continues this balance of nostalgia and modernity. The cabin is airy and minimal, with big windows and light materials that make it feel cheerful. Instead of clutter and gimmicks, you get straightforward controls, clever storage, and a focus on usability. The seats are slim but comfortable, inspired by the hammock-like feel of the old car, yet with enough support for today's drivers. Even the fabric roof makes a return, allowing you to roll it back on sunny days, just like generations of owners did before. It's a car that doesn't just get you from point A to point B, it makes the journey part of the fun. What's fascinating is how the 2CV manages to feel relevant again. In a world filled with oversized SUV and aggressive styling, this little car offers something refreshing. It's friendly, it's approachable, it doesn't shout, it smiles. For city dwellers, it's small enough to park anywhere and efficient enough for daily use. For countryside drivers, it's light and versatile, with the spirit of adventure still baked into its DNA. The electric setup even adds to that sense of freedom, since you can plug in almost anywhere. Of course, nostalgia plays a big role here. Many people who grew up seeing or driving the original 2CV can't help but feel a rush of memories when they see the new one. The gentle curves, the distinct silhouette, the sense that this is a car that doesn't take itself too seriously. But for younger generations, this is a chance to discover the joy of a 2CV for the first time without the compromises of 20th century engineering. It's old and new at the same time, and that's a rare achievement. What's perhaps most impressive is that the Reborn 2CV doesn't try to be something it's not. It doesn't chase luxury. It doesn't pretend to be sporty. It stays true to its roots as a car for the people, and in doing so, it taps into something we don't see often in today's automotive world: humility. It proves that a car can be desirable not because of excess, but because of honesty. Driving it, you can feel the connection to the original. The lightness, the simplicity, the sense of being closer to the road than in modern cars filled with layers of electronics. Yet at the same time, you also appreciate the quiet smoothness of the electric motor, the safety of modern brakes, and the confidence of updated suspension. It's a blend of past and present that feels natural, not forced. The Citroën 2CV was never just a car. It was a cultural icon, a symbol of freedom and ingenuity. And now, in its reborn form, it has the chance to inspire a new wave of drivers. In a world that often feels complicated and rushed, the 2CV reminds us that driving can still be simple, joyful, and full of character. This is not just a return, it's a revival of a spirit that we need more than ever.